can truly be.
What can I say about our first guest? He's hysterically funny, always surprising, and he's in a new movie, The Grinch. Take a look at the clip first. Don't wait. Take a look at the clip.
Come on, Max. It's on.
Please welcome, for the first time here, Jim Carrey.
Hi, how you doing, Rosie?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I really believe you are the funniest man I've ever met.
Oh, no, come on now.
Really? And
There's a couple of political candidates out there.
That's true. That's a pretty funny situation, huh?
This is a lovely set.
Do you like it?
My gosh, it's so beautiful.
It's bright and colored.
Incredible feng shui.
Thank you.
Perfect. The way the audience goes up, laughter is light, so it travels upwards.
It's true, it
Excellent.
does. And they're all adorned in their Grinch wear.
I love this.
It's good.
I love this.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
How was it getting in that makeup, sir? When I watched that movie, I thought, my Lord.
It was a hellish experience.
Was it? It must have been.
Unbelievable pain. But the fact was, the whole time, you know, you're just sitting there thinking, I'm the Grinch.
Yeah.
I'm the Grinch, you know? And every once in a while, you know, I'd kind of freak out about it and stuff, and, you know, I'd get on the phone with Renee, and she'd go, you're the Grinch. Oh, yeah, I'm the Grinch.
You're the Grinch, exactly.
And that was it. It made it all worthwhile. We just knew that, you know, it's such a special story. It's a lot kind of heavier than people think it is, you know? I mean, for most people, they just think it's this little green creature that they've become attached to, but the story itself is so kind of important because it talks about belonging. You know, and that's what Christmas is about to me. It's about who you belong to. When you give somebody a gift, it's you're in my gang. You know.
Yeah.
And that's why this story is lasting.
You know, and little kids get the message too, because my son is 5. I took him to see the film, and he said to me on the way home, you know, Mom, teasing is bad. I said, that's right. He said it really hurt his feelings, so he went to live alone.
Oh.
So he got it at 5 years old. I thought that's pretty amazing.
Well, kids are swift. Kids are swift.
Yeah.
They will rule the world.
Right. And
it's amazing.
One day.
Yeah. Well, they just, you know, this election stuff, they just gave the ballot to a bunch of first graders or something like that, and they just went, Gorp. You know, this was like no questions asked. It's like, you know, over 50, we just start to wander.
Exactly.
I don't know, you know, things get difficult.
It's true. What about the eyes, the yellow eyes? Was that?
Oh, my God.
Because they moved with you. Did they do it with computers, or was it?
It was incredible. Well, there were a couple of shots that were done with computers because, you know, some of the shots, you know, the wind was blowing in the snow, and it was so severe that, you know, that you couldn't really, you know, I couldn't see anything or whatever. But so they would CG the eyes in. But most of the time, it was just, I mean, the discomfort was offset all the time because I'd walk by a mirror and just go, oh my God, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, the makeup that Rick Baker did and Kazu, Siju, I can never say it right. And you know, when I get together with him, he'll go, Pie! And it'll be all over. But, you know,
is it true that the
it was so brilliant that I knew I was part of something special.
The executives didn't want you to have the makeup on? Because I was actually concerned, too, when I saw it. I thought, we're not going to see his face.
Yeah, at first it was, you know, hey, we got Jim Carrey, man. You know, they don't want to see a green blob of goo. You know, like that. And, you know, so they wanted Jim Carrey. Not only the face, but the body. Completely naked.
No.
Unbelievable.
That would have been...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Incredible. We want everything he's got.
Is it true that the widow of Dr. Seuss, the author, wanted to... I guess her name isn't really
She wanted to date me.
No, that she wanted to...
Cat's out of the bag.
She had to approve of you?
Yes, she did, yeah.
She did.
And it was a strange time because, you know, I had left the planet, you know, for a few months there while I was doing Andy Kaufman. And so she came to the set of Man on the Moon, and you know, Andy Kaufman did his impression of me doing his impression of the Grinch, you know, which was kind of confusing for her. But you know, she was able to sift through the personalities finally, I think, and get to the bottom. But it was fun, you know, because I've done that stuff since I was a little kid. I mean, staring in the mirror and being the Grinch.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that does look Grinchy. There you go.
Of course.
Now, how did you come up with that almost Sean Connery kind of voice?
I don't know. I have thousands of influences, I'm sure. But, you know, when you put those teeth in your head, and, you know, you got the agony of the suit going, you got the, you know, you got the teeth in your head, you know, it's basically, it just came out that way. You stick those teeth in there, and they're gigantic.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to talk over them. You know? And the next thing you know, you're gritting your teeth from anger, staring at the who's. You know? So it was really fun.
Now,
I love this. This is psychotic. It's bizarre.
yeah, it's crazy.
Bizarre. It's amazing. Look at.
You
let
want
me teach
some?
you how to do a little of the Grinch hand
Here,
stuff.
there's your hands right there. You have some
can I do
hands.
that? Okay.
I've got some
Okay,
hands.
let me see.
Okay.
Ah, oh, OJ trial. Okay. Okay. You see? I couldn't have killed him. Couldn't have killed him. It's not too sloppy. I can't get at him. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Now we'll all try to be the Grinch. Here's how you do it. Wax on. Wax off. That's how you start. And then before you know it, you're staring down at Whoville like this. That's a good position.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
It is sort of a little...
But you can see how, you know, when you're in this, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you get a little booger, forget it.
Forget it. You're done. There's no itching, nothing.
Something in my eye. Forget it.
The visuals of the movie were amazing, too. I mean, the sets...
They use these in ER now.
Oh, really? Clear!
Just during Christmas. It's a very delicate operation, but I think...
Well, sit right there. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. Jim Carrey, don't go away. Go see the Grinch.
No, wait.
I almost feel sorry for you because you don't get to enjoy your movies like we do.
You have no idea.
No, you don't get to see
That's
them.
why it's such big box office, me and my family.
No. But honestly, I was telling Jim at the break, when I get in a funk, a little depressed, that's the movie that I watch. It always cheers me up.
You're such a sick woman.
I know, but it's so funny. I mean,
so
it's crazy.
Well, yeah, because, you know, basically, a lot of the stuff I do is just, to me, is geared about, it's about letting an audience off the hook with life.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Come on in for 2 hours and don't care about anything.
Right.
I think I'd be an excellent political candidate. I don't care! And that's what sets me apart.
What kind of a kid were you? Were you a crazy kind of make-up friends in your room sort of kid?
Oh, yeah, the whole thing. I'd get together with my cousin, actually. You know, we'd like put goo and gore scars on and stuff. And, you know, just, I think we played, my best friend Eddie Torres at the time. We played, we used to watch the show The Untouchables, you know, Frank Nitti, Al Capone, all that stuff. We just run around the house constantly, and we just go back and forth. Like, I'd catch him, tackle him, he'd be dead. I'd check out his ID, I'd go, it's one of Nitty's men. We better get out of here. And we'd just run around the other side of the house, and he'd chase me, and he'd go, it's one of Ness's men. We better get out of here. Like that, and that was just constant. And then his mother would come out and go, Eddie, you have a grass stain, to your room. You know? Okay.
What, were you a good student?
She was a psychiatric nurse. I said that well, didn't I? I'm an orator. She was a psychiatric nurse, and her eyes would roll back in her head every once in a while.
Really?
Just experience. Yeah.
Were you a good student? Did you do well studying?
I did really well and then bothered everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all my report cards said the same thing. Jim finishes first and then bothers the other students.
Really?
You know? So I excelled.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, how can I derail the others?
Right.
You know?
But you had good grades.
Still doing that, basically.
You had good grades, though? You were like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was a good student.
And
Until about the 9th grade when, you know, it was kind of, you know, we had financial hardship in the family and stuff like that. And it was amazing because I learned how some kids just, you know, can't get ahead in school because they're so messed up at home that they get in school and it literally is Charlie Brown. I mean, it's like, you know, I went from being an A student to just all I heard was like that, and distorted heads and like that. And it was just, you know, they became the man.
Right.
You know, and I didn't want to know anybody and stuff. I just fell asleep at the back of class and, you know, did a little doodles and stuff and stared off into space.
Yeah, and has such an effect on kids.
It really does.
What's going on in their house is directly reflective of...
Totally.
Did you...
The most important thing in the world, the biggest problem we have is about loving kids.
You're not
You know, because if you make kids feel special, then there's no problems in the world.
Safe.
You won't have to control the guns. You won't have to do any of that stuff because the kids won't make those choices, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of making kids feel like they're special. Except that one in the corner. He is dangerous and must be stopped.
Now, I remember when you were doing stand-up, we worked together like one time up in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the headliner, I was the opening comic.
Yeah.
And
Blew me off the stage.
No, you liar. I had no jokes. I used to go, here's my impression of Pac-Man. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's my whole act.
That's a joke?
That's one
joke
I had.
Yeah.
But I remember when you got your sitcom, everybody was all abuzz.
Yeah, sure.
That was the big thing. It was Duck Factory, right?
I have been up and down so many times in this business. It's hilarious because I've kind of like, I can sit back and watch people now, and I can see people who are talented that get shots that don't work out, and I just go, just hang in there for a minute, man. Just hang in. Just, you know, don't jump off the roof yet because, you know, it comes back around. You know, because, you know, so many times it's been, you know, it's your big break, man. This is it. They're all out there.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
And then you blow it, you know, and, you know, everybody in town who is, like, rooting for you is suddenly like, oh, he's had his shot. It's all over.
Yeah,
Forget
that's
it.
true.
You'll never
But, you know,
make it.
it's so, did you feel disappointed after that show didn't go? Because you didn't get to be you. You were sort of the straight guy, you know?
Yeah, they didn't really know what to do with me at that time.
Right.
They had not witnessed the ego burst.
Right?
The Big Bang, as I call it.
The insanity.
The beginning of my career, the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, where, you know, I don't know, at some point it just happened. It just, suddenly I went, oh, yeah, geez, that's what I got to do. I got to be the funny one.
Right. The Tonight Show, was that your first big break, comic-wise?
There were, it's so many breaks along the way, you know, just so many little breaks along the way. It was a thrill, though. The first time I ever did the show with well, it was actually interesting, because the first time I did the show with Johnny Carson, you know, I was waiting for this thing, and come on over to the couch. You dream at night, you lay there and you go like, and then I come over to the couch.
Exactly.
And he hugs me, and there's a tear in his eye.
Exactly.
Because he sees
and he says,
that I'm
stuff.
special, different than the other comics.
Exactly.
I have a special quality, Jimmy Stewart type of thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just, it's like you're expecting, you know, John the Baptist meets Jesus, you know, and goes, you are the one, you have come to replace me, you know, that kind of thing.
It's the gold medal, definitely, of comedy, to do with Johnny Carson.
Exactly, and you get up there, and I did well, and he gave me one of these, and he really liked it and stuff, but I went away feeling like I was crippled by it, because I didn't get invited to the couch, because I had those expectations.
Right.
So, desire bad. Desire is hell. You know, that's when you set yourself up. When you do that. But then the second time I came on, I came over to the panel, I sat down, I talked to him, and I was just amazed at his level of energy. He was just so incredible and childlike and fun. You know, I loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah, that's...
that.
Yeah, I always dreamed of that, too, as a comic. I never got to do the show with him. Never did.
Really?
No.
Oh, it was so much fun.
But boy, that would have been the whole thing. We'll take a break, come back with Jim Carrey.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes! The Grinch is opening all over the country this Friday. Go see it. Love that movie. Very touching movie.
Yeah, sweet story. It's great, great idea.
And
rich with metaphors.
What an amazing acceptance speech at the Golden Globes.
Oh, thanks.
The funniest thing.
I know, I'm my own worst enemy, you know? I can't help. I joke.
Yeah,
so
it's funny.
I knocked myself out of the running for many things.
Yeah, but you know what? It was worth it because I was literally peeing in my pants. I got an award with you once at a big thing.
How's it going now back there? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But I wear Depends undergarments just in case.
Excellent.
No, but we were at some award, and you and I both got an award for an AIDS charity, a big to-do.
Right. Yeah.
And I went up and I was trying to be all, you know, serious.
Yeah, you got all serious.
Yeah, it's like, you know, this is a hard disease.
It's a scary thing.
It's
you know?
real.
Yeah.
And then you got up there and told everybody what you did.
I can't remember.
You don't remember?
I never remember. See, this is the thing. People come up to me all the time and they say, remember what you did at that thing and that thing? And I go like, no.
Okay.
Because literally, I'm like, you know, I'm living in the moment.
Okay, so you get up there, he gets up there, I'll do a bad impression, but you go like this. I just want to say that this is the amount of people who have, hold it, took fake tears, poured them on your face, and then pretended that you couldn't talk because you were crying. So...
I'm so glad you reminded me of that, because I was going to use that again.
No, Jim, it was the funniest thing I ever saw. And all of these somber people were hysterical.
Oh, I know.
Laughing.
Well, see, I can't help it. I'm terrible. Like at a funeral or anything, I will run in the other direction of whatever emotion is the emotion of the day.
Really?
You know? Oh, absolutely. I like to crack it. You know, I love when I see that. It's like this kind of weird, you know, force field or something that goes up, and everybody's thinking the same thing in the room, and I just like to go and poke it, you know, and just disturb it.
Well, you know, you're the funniest person. I can't even. What's next for you? What's your next movie?
I'm doing a movie called The Bijou with Frank Darabont, who did The Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption.
And is this a dramatic role?
It's a drama, yeah.
I'm really happy because you know that doing time on Maple Drive, you were amazing in that movie.
Thank you very much.
You really were. And I think
Thanks.
it's hard when someone is as funny as you and as broad as you with people to take you seriously as a...
I feel so lucky because for some reason, you know, filmmakers and people out there have just somehow tapped into a part of myself of me that they accept, other than just doing the crazy stuff. You know, I'm allowed to do these things, which I feel very lucky for.
Yeah, and it's, I think, great for the audience because to see that other side, it's even more compelling,
I think these days people are kind of hip, you know, and they realize that there's a lot more to comedians than just one kind of, you know, faction, one thing and one mode. And, you know, they know we're sick and depraved.
Exactly.
Somebody wants to mind that.
And there's a streak in there that to touch that.
No,
I think it's really
it's
great.
sweet. I love telling stories, you know, and that's what it's all about to me.
And
to be an actor is to do it all. So.
When do you start doing that one?
That's none of your damn business.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Come on, I'll come back. Let's spread it out here.
Okay.
If you want more time, we have to bump David Allen Greer.
Okay, all right then. Well, the movie opens next Friday. You're a wonderful Grinch, as you are everything else. You do. I think you're really the funniest person in the world.
Thanks,
I really do.
thanks.
Jim Carrey, thank you very, very much for being here.